On April 20th, 1898, when this government delivered its ultimatum to Spain and it was known that war would be inevitable, the average Kansas youth began to have a faint conception of what war meant. His father had been a fighter before him, and his stories of the Civil War had served to pass the time around many winters' fire. But it took the condition immediately following the issuance of the ultimatum to Spain to bring the son to the realization of what the father had seen. We had been interesting the Filipinos for probably 20 minutes when Company K came from the timber in open order, advancing toward the river. General Funston was with the company, and after they joined us on the riverbank, the enemy quit the armored car and gave us the full benefit of the car. At this time, Company K and my party were lying flat on the riverbank, and the fire was quite heavy. The general ran up to me and asked, "How the devil can we get across?" "Swim," I replied. I moved the first squad of A Company and my own 4 men up to the end of the bridge and then ran out on the structure. Arriving at the end of the broken span, I removed a rubber poncho from my shoulders and slid down an iron rod into the water. We swam to the bank, probably a distance of 40 feet. Within a very short time, the bank was swarming with soldiers. General Funston came onto the bridge and stopped at the end to remove his boots, and when I turned around from the top of the enemy's parapet, he greeted me, dripping wet from head to foot.
Having received and read several newspapers containing statements to the effect that quite a number of colored people were intending to come to Cuba, we, the members of the 23rd Kansas, would advise all citizens not to make life unpleasant for themselves and families by breaking up housekeeping to come to Cuba. Some letters have been written by soldiers which convey a very wrong impression of the conditions prevailing here. The writers of this letter, after taking especial pains to inform ourselves and to learn some ways by which a citizen can make an honest living, are willing to state that this cannot be done at the present time under ordinary conditions. This is one place where a man, to make a living, must be either a soldier or a rich man, and even at that, he must take his chance with the sickness which prevails on every hand. Members of the 23rd Kansas Volunteer Infantry, January 20th, 1899. Considerable plundering and murdering is going on in the interior by Cuban bandits. On a large sugar plantation near here, soldiers are stationed in the field to guard the stock and preserve peace between the Jamaica laborers and the natives. Captain Sherman A. Harvey, March 6, 1899. The 23rd Kansas is in very good condition, not many sick. Have lost 2 men and Lieutenant A.K. Barnett since my last letter. Lawrence boys in fairly good health. Captain Sherman A. Harvey, San Luis, Cuba, February 5, 1899.